What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we need to talk about something serious that's happening in Hollywood right now. Tyler Perry, one of the biggest names in entertainment, is facing another major lawsuit with some incredibly serious allegations. Before we dive in, I want to be clear, these are allegations and legal claims. Everyone deserves due process, and we're going to break down what's being claimed, what the response has been, and what this all means. This is a developing legal situation with heavy topics, so viewer discretion is advised. If this content resonates with you, please remember there are resources available. Hit that like button if you appreciate transparent coverage of important industry news, and let's get into this situation carefully and respectfully. So here's what's happening. Mario Rodriguez, a model who had a minor role in Tyler Perry's film from several years ago, has filed a lawsuit seeking $77 million in damages. The allegations include claims of unwanted advances and inappropriate conduct. Rodriguez appeared in Perry's movie Boo, a Madea Halloween back in 2016, where he played a small part credited as Frat Guy Number 10. According to the legal filing, their professional relationship began in 2015, when Rodriguez claims he was approached at a gym in Los Angeles by someone who said Perry wanted to meet him. The lawsuit describes a pattern where Rodriguez alleges he was invited to discuss potential work opportunities, but encountered situations he didn't consent to. The complaint details multiple alleged incidents spanning from 2015 through 2019, with claims that Perry would make unwanted advances while discussing future projects. One particularly serious allegation from November 2018 describes an incident where Rodriguez claims he had to physically remove himself from an uncomfortable situation, despite repeatedly expressing he wanted it to stop. The lawsuit alleges that after certain incidents, Rodriguez received $5,000 and was sent away. The final alleged encounter mentioned in the lawsuit occurred in April 2019. The legal documents claim that Perry continued reaching out sporadically through 2024 and allegedly sent messages when he learned about the potential lawsuit, expressing feelings of betrayal. Now, what makes this situation particularly notable is that Rodriguez actually addressed this publicly before the lawsuit was filed, though he didn't name Perry specifically at that time. On December 13th, Rodriguez posted a video to his Instagram account, where he has nearly 1 million followers. In this emotional video, he talked about feeling scared and ashamed, which he said explained why he hadn't come forward earlier. He referenced a powerful director that everybody knows without naming anyone. In the video, Rodriguez expressed regret for not speaking up sooner, saying, quote, "I stayed quiet for much too long, and I just want to say I'm really sorry, man, because if I would have spoken up sooner, I could have saved somebody that this probably happened to after me." He continued saying, "I just want to say sorry for that, whoever that may be. It could have stopped with me if I would have said something, but I'm speaking up now." This kind of statement shows the complex emotions that people face when deciding whether to come forward with allegations against powerful figures in any industry. The fear of not being believed, potential career consequences, and personal shame are real barriers that many people describe experiencing. So what has Tyler Perry's side said about all this? His legal team has issued a strong denial and characterized this lawsuit in very specific terms. Alex Spiro, one of Perry's attorneys, released a statement on December 26th that reads, "Having recently failed in another matter against Mr. Perry, the very same lawyer has now made yet another demand from more than a decade ago, which will also be a failed money grab." That statement is significant because it references both the timeline of the allegations and another lawsuit that we'll discuss in just a moment. Perry's legal team is clearly positioning this as an attempt to extract money rather than a legitimate legal claim. It's worth noting that the attorney representing Rodriguez is Jonathan J. Delshad, and this becomes important context for understanding the fuller picture of what's happening in Perry's legal battles right now. The response from Perry's team suggests they plan to fight this aggressively in court rather than settle, which means we could be seeing a lengthy legal process play out publicly over the coming months or years. Here's where things get even more complicated. Rodriguez isn't the first person to make allegations against Tyler Perry this year. In fact, his attorney is the same lawyer representing another man named Derek Dixon, who filed a separate lawsuit back in June seeking $260 million. Dixon's claims included allegations of workplace harassment and retaliation, which Perry has also strongly denied. When Perry's legal team mentioned a failed case by the same lawyer, they were referring to Dixon's lawsuit. However, Rodriguez's attorney, Jonathan Delshad, pushed back on that characterization, stating that Dixon's claims, quote, are alive and well and none of them have failed. They're just moved to a different court. He explained the case is being relocated from California to Georgia. This jurisdictional move is actually pretty common in complex litigation and doesn't necessarily indicate anything about the strength or weakness of the claims themselves. It's more about determining which court system has proper authority to hear the case. In September, another one of Perry's attorneys, Matthew Boyd, made a statement characterizing Dixon as someone who allegedly got close to Perry with ulterior motives. Boyd stated, "Tyler will not be shaken down, and we are confident these fabricated claims of harassment will fail." Perry himself has also spoken out about the Dixon situation, suggesting that Dixon is exploiting what Perry described as their friendship and professional relationship. He used strong language, saying Dixon needs help. So, what does all of this mean, and where do things go from here? First, it's crucial to understand that in our legal system, anyone can file a lawsuit with allegations. Those allegations then need to be proven in court with evidence, testimony, and legal arguments. Both sides will present their cases, and ultimately, a judge or jury will make determinations about what happened. The fact that Perry is facing two separate lawsuits with similar allegations from different individuals represented by the same attorney creates a complex legal landscape. Perry's team clearly believes this is a coordinated effort to extract settlements through legal pressure. On the other hand, when multiple people make similar allegations, that can sometimes be seen as a pattern, though each case must be evaluated on its own merits and evidence. The dollar amounts being sought, $77 million in Rodriguez's case and $260 million in Dixon's, are substantial. These kinds of figures in lawsuits often include claims for emotional distress, damage to career prospects, punitive damages meant to punish alleged wrongdoing, and compensation for various other claimed harms. Tyler Perry has built an enormous entertainment empire over decades, creating content that has resonated with millions of people, especially in the Black community. He's known for his Medea character, his production studio in Atlanta, and his philanthropic work. These allegations, if proven false, could be seen as attempts to damage that legacy and extract money. If proven true, they would represent serious misconduct that contradicts his public image. The legal process will now play out in the courts, where evidence will be presented, witnesses may testify, and legal arguments will be made by both sides. This could take months or even years to fully resolve. What's your take on this situation? Remember, everyone deserves due process and the presumption of innocence until proven otherwise. Drop your respectful thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown informative, please hit that like button and subscribe for more coverage of major entertainment industry news. And let's get into this situation carefully and respectfully. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss updates as this story develops. For resources related to the topics discussed today, please check the description box below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay informed.